never settle for any broke man in this village. Get up and get out.
Umopia sat quietly between thick green forests and red sandy roads. The mornings were always filled with the smell of roasting corn and the echo of children laughing in the distance. People lived close to one another, and everyone knew everyone. In this village lived a girl named Uchechi, a girl whose beauty made people pause mid-sentence. Her skin glowed in the sun, and her eyes always looked like they were hiding secrets. She walked like she owned the ground beneath her feet, head high, shoulders straight. But even as people admired her, many feared one thing about her: her temper. Older women whispered, "Beauty without calmness is trouble." But Uchechi didn't care. She believed beauty was more important than character. Whenever she walked through the village square, men turned to admire her. Some smiled shyly, hoping she might look their way. But Uchechi's eyes were sharp and cold. One day, a young farmer named Chima approached her, hat in hand. "Good afternoon, Uchechi," he said softly. "I would like to." Before he finished, she snapped. "Don't talk to me. You think I can marry a farmer? Look at your clothes." People around them paused, shocked. Chima stepped back, hurt, as Uchechi walked away without looking back. This became her habit. Teachers, traders, and hard-working men avoided her street. Unless a rich man comes, she often told herself, "I won't waste my beauty." But in her quiet moments, she could feel something lonely growing inside her. The villagers began to shake their heads whenever she passed. "She insults every man," an elder said. "Pride is like smoke, it enters the eyes," another added. Women warned their sons to stay away from her. Even the little children joked about her anger. At home, her mother pleaded with her gently. "Uchechi, my daughter, respect is important. Calm your anger." But she replied sharply, "Mama, I deserve the best. Leave me alone." Her father sighed, knowing the road she was walking. Several good men once tried to approach her. A kind teacher came with gifts. A gentle carpenter sent friends to speak on his behalf. A trader from another village even asked her father for permission. Uchechi rejected all of them with insults. "Teacher, carpenter, trader, please," she scoffed. "I'm too beautiful for that." One night, her mother cried quietly. "You're pushing away your blessings," she said. But Uchechi simply rolled her eyes. She believed there would always be better men waiting in line. She was wrong. Years passed, and Uchechi reached her early 30s. The girls she once mocked were now married with children. Their husbands greeted them warmly. Their children ran around, laughing. Uchechi noticed the way people stopped staring at her beauty. New young ladies now walked through the village with fresh confidence. Whenever she saw them, something twisted in her chest. "Time doesn't wait," she whispered, but refused to change. By her mid-30s, no one approached her anymore. The road in front of her house used to be busy with young men passing by accident. Now it was empty. When she walked to the market, people didn't stare the same way. Only a few looked, but mostly with pity. One afternoon she overheard two women whispering. She chased everyone away. She used her mouth to destroy her future. Uchechi walked faster, pretending she didn't hear, even though her heart was trembling. Married women now laughed when she walked past. "Fine girl, no husband," one said loudly. Young girls whispered. She wasted her beauty. A man she once insulted passed by her and laughed bitterly. "She thought I wasn't good enough. Now look at her," he said to his friend. Uchechi felt her cheeks burn. She wanted to shout, but her voice failed her. She wanted to cry, but her pride held the tears back. That night she couldn't sleep. She saw the faces of the men she had insulted. Their wounds became her regrets. The Umopia New Yam festival arrived. Everyone dressed in bright clothes, music filled the air, and joy moved through the crowd. Uchechi came dressed beautifully, hoping maybe someone would notice her again. But instead, a teenage boy laughed loudly. See beauty without character. People around him burst into laughter. Her throat tightened. For the first time in her life, Uchechi felt truly small. She stepped behind a tree and finally let the tears fall. Her body shook as she cried quietly, hiding her face. After that day, she stopped going out much. She spent her evening staring through her window, listening to families laughing outside. One night she whispered to herself, "I did this. I pushed all my blessings away." Memories of every insult she ever threw came rushing back. The anger she once used as a weapon now caught her instead. She wished she could turn back time, change her voice, soften her heart. But life in Umopia did not give second chances easily. By the time she reached her late 30s, people no longer mocked her. They simply pitied her. Parents used her as a lesson for their children. Be humble, they warned. Don't end up like Uchechi. Her story became a quiet warning carried from house to house. And Uchechi remained alone. No husband. No children. Only memories of the life she pushed away. Some nights she sat outside watching couples stroll by, holding hands, laughing softly. She placed a hand over her heart and whispered, "If only I had changed earlier." But the night air carried her words away. And Uchechi lived with her regrets. Beautiful, lonely, and forever remembering the cost of pride and anger.